19. Walker out of bounds. He did not get the foot in.
Walker looks like apparently was definitely out of bounds. Ball again just a little high. He couldn't come down. No question about that.
So 4th and 19 with 1:55 to play. Texas has 2 timeouts remaining, so they go for it. Wallace again. Forbes stepping up, nearly picked off again, and the Aggie defense may have done it again. The home of the 12th man going after their 6th straight against Texas.
Well, the pressure off the corner by Wallace is really something. Forces him up inside. Forbes on the move, zips the ball just a little hard. Almost intercepted by Snow, number 2.
Deion Snow, one of the few Californians involved in this game out of Los Angeles, plays a lot in the nickel and dime coverage, and they certainly had that particular coverage called there on 4th and 19. So it's first down. The Longhorns still have 2 timeouts, but only that much time remaining, 1:48. Wilson gets a couple, and the Horns quickly call the timeout with 1:40 remaining. Florida State and Florida are on the way. Bob Carpenter standing by with our college football scoreboard show that will be coming up immediately following our game. The big play of this game right here defensively by Wallace.
Wallace has got tremendous acceleration off the football. And here he is, gets that right hand down and swings him around and sacks him.
Today, more people than ever are getting a kick out of this hot shot. Interstate batteries hit the road fast with all the cranking power and reserve energy you need for even the worst curves in the weather. And Interstate has twice as many dealers than any other battery company in America, so you're never left stranded. For an Interstate battery dealer near you,
all you got to do, call 1-800-CRANK-IT. Get the power that goes on and on and on, yeah.
Fuji videotape. Its only limitation is Fuji videotape is Fuji videotape. Its only limitation is Fuji videotape. Its only limitation is your own imagination.
14-10 our score. Texas A&M leading Texas. 1 minute and 40 seconds remain here in College Station. The Aggies scoring with just a 1/10 of a second remaining on the clock to close out the 3rd quarter. That'll be the play of the game if this score holds up. Percy Waddle on the receiving end from Lance Pavlis. That gave the Aggies the lead. Simmons down to the 16-yard line. They may mark him down to the 17. Stanley Richard making the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They do have 1 timeout remaining, and now Texas will absorb that final timeout. You know, we talked about the evaluation period that has been so well documented here in the state of Texas of David McWilliams' program. I asked DeLoss Dodge yesterday in Houston if he really felt that they needed to make the public statement about the evaluation period at the risk of making many believe that McWilliams' job was truly on the line. And he said, yes, Tim, I really believe that Texas fans needed to know that we were taking a close look at the program. And McWilliams is involved in this evaluation.
Well, when you get beat 50-7 by Baylor, and that ends a 38-year-old streak, 18 straight games that Texas had won over Baylor in Austin. And by that score of 50-7, I think a review is the way they put it. Now, of course, a lot of people interpret that it means that David McWilliams' job is on the line, which is not the case at all. But they're going to review every part of the program and even go into great detail and maybe that some assistant coaches' jobs might be in line, perhaps not coordinators, but some assistant coaches.
On 3rd and 3 now, the Aggies trying to hold on to it. This would have iced the game away, and Simmons has it. Inside the 10 and down to the 8. That should sew it up as Lance Gunn makes the stop. And our Ream players of the game for Texas, Winfred Tubbs, who had a masterful day for the Longhorns as a freshman, getting his first start, 141 yards plus on the afternoon. And Lance Pavlis, who with all the pressure all week long made the one key pass that was the key to this victory today.
He was under heavy blitz. He kept his eyes focused downfield. The man had him beat, and he threw it up for the touchdown, which was the big play of the ball game.
First down and goal for the Aggies. Simmons again. He's down to the 2. Now this game began with a pregame brawl. And David McWilliams and R.C. Slocum are two men that have great respect for one another. And this is a rivalry that has been heated, but not dirty.
No, in fact, it's a shame to see that happen. And I know that both of those coaches will address that problem. We don't need that in college athletics. And it's just a shame that it had to start that way. But it showed the intensity of the two teams.
And Wilson takes it in. Now they salted away here, but you have to wonder if David McWilliams is going to remember this. Robert Wilson gets the score. And Slocum's a happy camper there with Bob Toledo. They've seen it 6 straight times on that sideline.
Texas has played extremely well. Had a good chance if they would capitalize on more opportunities.
Talbot with the extra point. And you're absolutely right. They opened the second half with another opportunity, and it went by the boards.
Well, they ran to the left behind big Richmond Webb. And Robert Wilson, who is a pretty good sized fullback himself, 6'1", 245, just a sophomore, went in for the touchdown.
And it really never is safe until you lead by more than one touchdown. Hence the reason Wilson carried it in while the game seemingly was already put away. 20 seconds are left here in College Station, Texas. Well, Vince, a 21-10 lead. The Aggies apparently on their way to the Hancock Bowl. It's been a successful year for R.C. Slocum in his debut, and it's been your debut in the booth. I look forward to our Holiday Bowl, and I enjoyed working with you.
Well, thank you, Tim. It's been a great learning experience, and you've been a great teacher, and I appreciate everything. It is a big win for R.C. Slocum, who took over the program, and the big question was, could he beat Texas? And he did. R.C. he's been at A&M 16 of the last 17 years, and he's been the assistant head coach. So he's a great part of this tremendous tradition here at Texas A&M.
We would be remiss also when we give thanks to our college football season that we've enjoyed these 13 straight weeks to not thank the guys in the truck. Bruce Connell, our producer, with us all year long. Drew Ezikoff, our director. All of the staff.
Well, they've been good teachers, and what I've been impressed about is the tremendous team spirit that over a period of the year that is accumulated as everybody works together, and it's really been a team effort.
The Longhorns will bring it back out one more time. Chris Samuels looking to get out of bounds now, and does so at the 15-yard line.
I never realized there was that many people that went into this until I got into it. There's a lot of people.
Oh, we will work together one more time as we get close to New Year's Day. Penn State and BYU, classic matchup of defense versus offense, and two class coaches, Paterno and Lavelle Edwards.
They are indeed two class coaches, great gentlemen, and we're going to have a heck of a football team. You're right, defense versus offense in that ball game.
Speaking of the help that we've had down in that truck, Mark Levy, Joe Castellano, our associate producer, associate director. A lot of help back in our studios in Bristol, Connecticut. Bob Carpenter and the support staff back there providing us with the scores and highlights and all of the events happening throughout the course of the day. Our thanks to them and our coordinating producer, Mo Davenport. A long pass thrown up in the air by Forbes, incomplete, with only 5 seconds remaining.
Don't forget the people up here in the booth. Old Travis Hardy over here has been a big help.
Technical crew giving us all of the shots that we asked for. Barry Ramey back in our studios in Bristol, Connecticut, giving us all of the pretty graphics that we have to show you throughout the course of the year. John Madbury, our statistician that comes in from Carolina week in and week out to give us all of the vital numbers throughout the course of a game. So many that we mention, so many that we don't mention often enough. That's it, and it ends on an interception by Horton. Isn't it interesting? A week ago, it was his controversial pass interference call that led to Arkansas's touchdown that may have cost R.C. Slocum a date in the Cotton Bowl. But today, the Aggies are Texas state champions with their victory against the Longhorns. And here's the big play that put it away for Slocum with only a second remaining in the third quarter.
Watch down at the bottom of his screen. Waddle runs right by Cavness, who just froze on the line of scrimmage. Pavlis hangs the ball up. He saw him wide open. He was under a lot of pressure. And that was the play of the game. That was the difference in the football game. One big play by the quarterback Pavlis to Waddell. Here's Pavlis again. It looks like he's down, almost sacked, but he hangs it up because he was wide open. And watch him react with a little thanks, a big thanks.
R.C. Slocum needn't say prayers anymore. He's won his first game as a head coach against the bitter rivals from Austin. Our final 21-10. For Vince Dooley, I'm Tim Brando saying so long on this college football Saturday.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. And only a couple of plays separating the Aggies and R.C. Slocum from the Cotton Bowl this year, but they will finish tied for second place, a game behind the Cotton Bowl.